The truth about excuses. We all have them. I'm too tired. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough time. I'll start tomorrow. But here's the truth. Excuses are lies. Lies we tell ourselves to feel safe. Lies that keep us stuck. Lies that steal our future. You see, action is hard. Excuses are easy. Action means facing pain, risk, and discomfort. Excuses, they give us comfort. They make us feel like we're off the hook. But let me tell you this, comfort will never build your dreams. Think about the times you failed. Not once, not twice, but over and over again. You failed, you stumbled, you fell flat on your face. And what happened? Maybe you gave yourself an excuse. It's not the right time. This wasn't meant for me. Life isn't fair. But here's the reality. Failure is part of life. You're going to fail. Again and again and again. And then one day you're going to win. That's life. Without those challenges, without those struggles, you're not truly living, you're just existing. And existence is not enough. So stop waiting. Stop complaining. Stop making excuses. Every excuse you allow yourself to believe destroys you. It steals the things you want most. You say, I didn't have time to work out today. Feels better in the moment. But does that excuse make you stronger? No, it makes you weaker. You say, it's my boss's fault, my parents' fault, the economy's fault. Sure, that makes you feel better, but does it help you? No, it traps you. Excuses are poison. And the more you drink them, the sicker your life becomes. Now let me tell you the most powerful truth you'll ever hear. Everything in your life is your responsibility. Your job, your money, your relationships, your health, your happiness, it's not your boss's fault, not your girlfriend's, not your parents', not the weather's. It's on you. Every problem you face is because of you. And I know that hurts. I know your ego doesn't want to hear it. But here's the beauty. If it's your fault, then it's also in your power to fix it. That's called extreme ownership, and extreme ownership changes everything. Because when you stop blaming, when you stop excusing, when you say, this is my life, my responsibility, my choice, suddenly you're free. Listen carefully. If you lack the discipline to exercise and eat healthy, you'll be a slave to disease. If you lack the discipline to manage your money, you'll be a slave to debt. If you lack the discipline to use your time wisely, you'll be a slave to wasted years. But if you have discipline, you'll have freedom. Freedom to live the life you want. Freedom to build something meaningful. Freedom to create your destiny. Excuses are chains. Action is the key. And here's the thing. You don't need to win every battle. You don't need to succeed every time. What you need is the courage to move forward. To start walking when you don't know the path. Because standing still, frozen, lost, waiting for the right moment, that's not living, that's dying. So start walking. Start moving one step then another. Because even if you fail, you'll be stronger. Even if you lose, you'll learn. And when the next challenge comes, you'll be ready. Some people think emotions are an excuse. I can't do it because I'm sad, I'm angry, I'm broken. And yes, life will hit you with waves of emotion. Sadness, fear, pain. But here's the truth. Emotions are real, but they don't control you unless you let them. Don't suppress them. Don't deny them. But don't let them run your life. Because excuses born out of emotion are still excuses. Balance is the answer. Feel it, face it, and then move forward anyway. Excuses are the language of the quitters, and quitters never win. When you talk to the people who dropped out of Navy SEAL training, do you know why most of them quit? Not because of injury, not because of sickness, but because it was hard, because it sucked, because they couldn't handle the struggle. But the ones who made it, they weren't superhuman. They were just the ones who refused to quit. They didn't make excuses. They made a choice. Keep going. And that's the choice in front of you right now. So I want you to ask yourself, what's holding you back? Is it money, time, fear, pain, or is it just excuses? The truth is, every excuse is just a story, and you're the author of that story. So what are you writing? A story of excuses or a story of action? Because in the end, excuses won't change your life. Action will. So today, right now, make the decision. No excuses. Just get it done. If you really want it, you'll find a way. There's a quote I want you to remember for the rest of your life. If you really want to do something, you'll find a way. If you don't, you'll find an excuse. Jim Rohn. Simple. Powerful. True. Think about that. Every goal you've ever dreamed about, every promise you've made to yourself, every vision you've had for your future, it all comes down to one question. Do you really want it? Because here's the truth. Most people don't. Most people say they want it. They talk about it. They fantasize about it. But when the time comes to act, when the time comes to sacrifice, when the time comes to push through pain, they fall back on excuses. And excuses are nothing more than proof that you never really wanted it in the first place. Let me tell you a story. A man once signed up for a marathon. It wasn't just any marathon. It was a trail race in the mountains. The kind of race that tests not just your body, but your mind and your spirit. He trained, he prepared, he was ready. But at the last moment, the organizers canceled the race. Most people gave up. They said, well, I guess it wasn't meant to be. Maybe next year. Excuses. But this man? He didn't wait for next year. He didn't need permission. He didn't need an official event. He ran his marathon anyway, alone, through the hills, through the cold, through the pain. Why? Because he really wanted it, and when you really want it, you don't stop, you don't wait, you don't give up, you find a way. Now think about your own life. How many times have you told yourself, I'll start when I have more time? I'll go after my dream when I have more money. I'll take the leap when things settle down. But here's the hard truth. Life never settles down. There's never going to be a perfect moment. There's never going to be the perfect amount of money or time or support. So if you're waiting for the perfect conditions, you'll be waiting forever. What separates the people who succeed from the people who don't isn't talent or luck or resources. It's hunger, desire, drive. When you really want something, you'll get creative, you'll sacrifice, you'll fight through obstacles, you'll refuse to quit. History is full of people who had nothing. No money, no connections, no advantages, and yet they built empires. They chased dreams that seemed impossible. They endured ridicule, rejection, and failure. And they kept going. Because they really wanted it. Let me ask you, what do you really want? Not what you tell people you want. Not what sounds nice on paper. I mean, deep down, in your heart, what do you crave? What keeps you awake at night? What dream refuses to die inside of you? That's the thing you need to chase. That's the thing you need to fight for. That's the thing that will give your life meaning. And the only question that matters is, do you want it bad enough? Because if you do, you'll stop making excuses. You'll stop saying someday. You'll stop waiting for permission. You'll wake up earlier. You'll stay up later. You'll sacrifice comfort. You'll endure pain. You'll walk alone if you have to. And you'll keep moving forward no matter what. That's what it takes. That's what it means to really want something. Think about it this way. Excuses are obstacles you build for yourself. Action is the bridge you build toward your future. Which one are you building? Every day, every choice, every decision, you're either building excuses or you're building your destiny. And here's the thing. Wanting isn't enough. Everyone wants. Everyone wishes. Everyone dreams. The difference is action. Desire without action is just fantasy. Desire with action, that's destiny. So stop saying, I want to lose weight, and then making excuses about why you can't work out. Stop saying, I want to start a business, and then wasting years waiting for the perfect time. Stop saying, I want to be successful, and then spending every night scrolling your phone instead of building your future. Stop lying to yourself. If you really want it, prove it. Prove it by showing up every day. Prove it by doing the hard things. Prove it by refusing to quit. Because life will test you every single day. It will throw obstacles in your path. It will whisper lies into your ear. You're not good enough. You don't have what it takes. You should quit. And in those moments, excuses will be waiting, ready to comfort you, ready to soothe you, ready to tell you it's okay to stop. But that's the trap that keeps most people stuck in the same place their whole lives. If you want to be different, if you want to be great, if you want to build a life that matters, you must reject excuses. You must want it bad enough to fight through the pain, to endure the struggle, to keep moving forward when everyone else gives up. So let me leave you with this. Next time you feel yourself slipping into excuses, stop. Ask yourself, do I really want this? If the answer is yes, then find a way, no matter how hard, no matter how long, no matter how painful. Because if you really want it, you'll find a way. And if you don't, you'll find an excuse. The choice is yours. The power of persistence life is not easy. It never was. It never will be. But here's the truth. You don't need easy. You need persistence. I do brille. No one has ever reached success without pain. No one has ever achieved greatness without sacrifice. Every champion, every leader, every creator has one thing in common. They kept going when others quit. Success is not a destination. It's a process. A process of trial and error, of falling and getting back up, of facing rejection, criticism, and failure, and refusing to quit. Obstacles? They are guaranteed. You will hit walls. You will face storms. You will be knocked down again and again. But listen carefully, obstacles don't define you. Your response does. When you hit a wall, you can turn around and walk away. Or you can climb it, break it, or go through it. That's persistence. That's the mindset of someone who refuses to be stopped. Think about it. Airplanes don't take off with the wind at their back. They rise against the wind, and just like that, your greatest growth comes from your toughest battles. The storms in your life are not there to destroy you. They are there to shape you, to prepare you, to reveal who you really are. Because persistence isn't about what you do when things are easy. Persistence is about what you do when everything inside you is screaming to quit. Let me tell you something powerful. Your dream doesn't have an expiration date. It doesn't matter if you failed yesterday. It doesn't matter if you've been knocked down 100 times. As long as you keep breathing, you have another chance. Take a deep breath. Stand tall. Try again, and again, and again. Because every step forward, no matter how small, brings you closer to the life you want? Remember this. The difference between successful people and unsuccessful people is not money, not talent, not luck. It's persistence. Persistence is what keeps you going when motivation fades. Persistence is what fuels you when everyone doubts you. Persistence is what carries you through pain, failure, and fear until you reach victory. Don't lose faith in yourself. Even when the world tells you you can't. Even when your own mind whispers, you're not enough. Because belief is fuel, and persistence is the engine. Together, they will carry you farther than you ever thought possible. Look at the lives of people who inspire the world. Nick Vujicic, born without arms and legs. People told him he would never live a normal life. But he refused excuses. He chose persistence. And now he inspires millions around the world. Jared Leto, when he felt like quitting, he remembered why he started. Persistence kept him going. Einstein, he didn't chase success. He chased usefulness. Persistence in curiosity, in learning, in asking questions. That's what changed the world. Persistence is what turns ordinary people into legends. And here's what you need to know. You don't need to be the smartest. You don't need to be the strongest. You don't need to be the most talented. You just need to refuse to quit. Because life will knock you down over and over again. That's a promise. But here's another promise. If you keep getting up, nothing can stop you. Every failure you endure makes you stronger. Every setback builds your character. Every obstacle you overcome prepares you for the next challenge. And one day you'll look back and realize the struggles that once felt impossible were the very things that built you into who you are. So stop waiting for life to get easier. It won't. Instead, decide that no matter how hard it gets, you won't stop. Stop saying, maybe tomorrow. Stop saying, I'll try when I feel ready. You'll never feel ready. The time is now. Persistence means showing up even when you're tired. Persistence means trying again even when you failed yesterday. Persistence means moving forward even when you're scared. That's how you win. That's how you build a life worth living. Oh, really? And remember this. Happiness, freedom, success. They don't come to people who make excuses. They come to people who persist. So when life knocks you down, don't stay there. When people doubt you, don't listen. When fear tells you to quit, don't obey. Stand up. Step forward. Keep moving. Because persistence will break chains. Persistence will build bridges. Persistence will change your life. So here's my challenge to you. Whatever dream you've been putting off, whatever goal you've been too scared to chase, start now. Don't wait. Don't excuse. Persist. Because one day the pain will fade, the struggle will pass, the storm will end, and you'll stand tall, stronger than ever, living the life you fought for. And in that moment, you'll realize it wasn't talent or luck or circumstance that got you there. It was persistence.